Hello, my fellow Emerald Archers. It's Devin from Comikazees, and today's video is going to be my review and top 5 moments of Arrow, episode 17, Suicidal Tendencies. And before we begin, it is very bright and windy, so if you can't really see me greatly or you start to sweat, whatever, it's very bright out here. So let's get into it. So, in my opinion, I would say this episode was an A. It was a great overall episode. I love that we got to see the Suicide Squad ride again, as quoted by Michael Rose Deadshot. You know, he's the man. Just Deadshot has become one of my favorite characters, DC of all time, possibly. But, you know, the episode it starts off with Lila and Diggle getting married again. And, you know, with the help of Ray being the officiant, whatever, he officiates it. And the wedding is great and all that. And it gets interrupted, you know, when news reports of the actions of Ra's al Ghul last episode, when the Arrows killed 8 people. And the faces on Oliver, Diggle, Felicity, and Roy, and everyone, they're like, what? So after the wedding and stuff, and Diggle and Lila prepare to go on their honeymoon, you know, but they talk to Oliver like, yo, what do you need us to do? And Oliver sends them away. As soon as they get in the limo, they're like, oh, all cutesy and stuff. Deadshot's like, what's up, newlyweds? Just chilling in the back of the limo, sipping on some champagne, like, what's good, son? But it's awesome to see, you know, Deadshot kills it every time. Things I really like in this episode, like points of emphasis, was just like Diggle and Lila getting married. You know, the League of Assassins are impostoring. I don't know if I'm saying that right, whatever. Impostoring as the Arrow and killing people to get out, you know, to persuade Oliver more into taking Ra's al Ghul's offer. Also, something that we haven't gotten. There was no flashbacks of Oliver this episode. The flashbacks were of Deadshot, Floyd Lawton, as before he became Deadshot. You know, when he came back from the Marines, whatever, when he came back from battle, he came back from war to see his wife and see his daughter, who didn't really know him, so she was a little scared of him. And then his slow, you know, descent into the Deadshot we know. Like the second flashback when he's drinking and he's trying to feed his daughter Zoe, which we all know in the comics, you know, in the animated movie, he loves that girl to death. And even in Arrow season 2, he said, I'm doing this all for her. I don't take the money, I give it to her. So like, we all know he loves his daughter, but she's afraid of him right now, I guess. And when he's giving her a sandwich, she doesn't want to eat, she doesn't talk to him, so he gets angry. And I guess like that PTSD is kicking in, because when his wife, I forgot her name, confronts him, he pulls a gun on the chick and puts it to her face and is like, the Floyd you knew is gone. When I was out there, all I did was pull triggers, and when I pulled triggers, people died. That's my Floyd Lawton impression. It wasn't great, but sorry. So I'll never do that again. But it was interesting to see. And then when he gets introduced to Hive and their first target is for him to kill Andrew Diggle, like, it was just crazy. It was awesome. I really enjoyed the flashbacks. And even though the show is Arrow, this episode was mainly Suicide Squad, as they go to Kaznia to handle a situation and save a senator. And now in the Suicide Squad, before it was Bronze Tiger, Shrapnel, Deadshot, you know, Lila and Diggle. Now it's Lila, Diggle, Deadshot, Cupid, who I love. Oh my god, Cupid is so funny. She had me dying this episode. From 1 minute being like, me and the Arrow are gonna get married, and I'm gonna spend so much money, and then we're gonna have strong, gorgeous babies. Like, Deadshot was just like, are you crazy? But then how she was like, as soon as Deadshot saved her, she was like, oh my god, I love you. And then when he got shot, she was like, you know all the things I want to do to you right now. Just like so funny. It reminded me of the Harley Quinn Deadshot like romance that they had in Assault on Arkham, the animated movie. Yahtzee! But it was great. Like, it was really cool seeing things how they are the Suicide Squad, and their missions are often suicidal because they go there to protect, save the senator, and then it turns out he's the one causing all this problems. Like, he hired mercenaries to act like terrorists and stuff like that so he can become president. Like, man's crazy. But then going back to, the Arrow side, where they're trying to stop, when they're trying to stop these imposters, and Arrow, they all know that it's the League of Assassins, and they capture one of them, and unhood him, and the Standing 30, and then more show up. And then Masao's like, dude, we're gonna keep doing this until you take that offer. But now everyone's like, the Arrow's a killer. And then freaking Ray out of nowhere just shows up and does his x-ray vision and finds out that the Arrow is Oliver Queen. And then he's mad at Felicity because she's been working on him all this long. And then she finds out that she has feelings for him. And it just gets Ray angry. And he made a promise that he's going to capture the Arrow and bring him to justice. So, first he tries to go to Laurel. And Laurel ain't having that. And then he realizes Laurel's the Black Canary. So it's just like, okay, I'm going to handle this myself. And Ray fakes a call. Well, Felicity tells Oliver he has a super suit. He's coming after you. It's Stand the Third. So then Ray fakes a call. So fake 911 call. And when Adam and Arsenal go there, Adam shows up. And the fight begins. And quickly, Arsenal is knocked out. Shocked. Some Jedi stuff like, bye, see you later. Done. Arrow fights him. A little overwhelmed at first, but, Arrow finds a way to manage to stop him and short-circuit his suit. And says, yo, I can kill you right now. And Ray's like, then kill me. But I'm not. And he says some other stuff like, he told Ray she chose you to stand at third, be good to her, and stuff like that. And it was, it was interesting to see because now Ray knows that Oliver isn't the killer. So now he has to try to help Oliver, or people see that the Arrow isn't the killer again. And that doesn't really go as planned because, towards the end of the episode where we see the mayor their mayor keeps dying. Mayor gets shot in the neck by Maseo, who's dressed as Green Arrow. And he's causing a lot of problems. So it's going to be interesting to see how that happens next week. But then going back to the Suicide Squad, you can see Lila and Diggle start to agree with Deadshot as he was speaking to them. And Deadshot becomes more human-ish because he's like, we're going to get out of here and we're going to get you to your daughter, this, that, and the third. And it was so sweet. And they manage to save the hostages and all that. But with the sacrifice of Deadshot, we don't know if he's dead for sure. I really hope not because the Deadshot is, he is the Suicide Squad. And he's been around for so long. And, I really hope not because Michael Rowe's Deadshot is badass. And I love seeing him on. He kills it. But we'll have to see. And you know what? I can't wait for next week's episode. But I want to know if Deadshot's alive. But I'm going to stop rambling now because next up is my top 5 moments of the episode. And I know I kind of just gave you a summary of it. I figured I might as well do that. But here's your moment. I'm just going to wait for this awesomeness. Top 5 moments coming up. And now here are the top 5 moments of episode 17 of Arrow, Suicidal Tendencies. Moment number 5, Lila and Diggle get married again. Moment number 4, the Suicide Squad rides again. The League of Assassins are killing people and posing as the Arrow so he can accept the offer of Ra's al Ghul. Moment number 2, the Atom versus the Arrow. Moment number 1, Maseo kills the mayor disguised as the Arrow. That was my review and top 5 moments of Arrow episode 17, Suicidal Tendencies. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Or if you're new to our channel and haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below for more. Also, check out our other videos. Follow us on Twitter at Comikazees. Just keep up to date with us. We're going to have more videos coming out. And you know what? Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys next time we talk about The Flash or Arrow or anything comics.